Too many headlines are celebrating Elon Musk becoming the world's first trillionaire without actually telling you the messed up way he got there. Minus the Doge, minus all of that, let's just talk about how SpaceX went public today with the biggest IPO in history. On paper, it looks like the market decided that it is worth $2 trillion, but it's not. And Elon Musk should not be a trillionaire. So here's what actually happened. New companies used to wait 3 months before joining the index so that the hype could die down and the price could find reality before our retirement funds are forced in. SpaceX reportedly demanded that NASDAQ change the waiting period to 15 days as a condition of choosing NASDAQ, and NASDAQ complied. So instead of buying in after the dust settles, your 401k is dragged at peak hype before an earnings report, before independent analysis. And furthermore, SpaceX only made 3% of its shares available to the public, which normally would limit how much weight it carries in the index. However, NASDAQ also eliminated that rule and then applied a 3 times multiplier to SpaceX's index weight so that your fund has to buy it as if 3 times more of the stock exists than it actually does. The artificial demand drives the price up further, and SpaceX gets the benefit of billions of dollars in forced purchases without actually having to give the public meaningful ownership. Musk keeps control while the public absorbs more of the risk. Furthermore, there is more. Morningstar, which is one of the most trusted independent investment research firms, says that SpaceX is actually worth $780 billion. And it is being sold at 1.77 trillion. That is double of what it is actually worth by its own valuation. It also positioned itself as the 7th most valuable company in America next to Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia. But by its actual revenue, it would rank more at 200th best company. So the company lost over $4 billion last year. It also, and right before going public, Musk folded XAI into SpaceX because XAI alone lost $6.3 billion last year. It has no meaningful market share. Twitter has lost half of its revenue since he bought it. That's also part of SpaceX. So your retirement fund was just forced to buy Starlink, rockets, a failing AI product, and a social media platform that is in decline, all valued at twice of what it is. Normally, insiders can't sell their shares for 180 days after an IPO in order to stop them from cashing out and leaving regular investors holding an inflated stock. But SpaceX negotiated around that so that insiders can start selling just weeks after the IPO. So when one early investor was asked directly if he's going to sell at first opportunity, his answer was yes. The rules were changed, the float was manipulated, the valuation was inflated, insiders are already heading for an exit, and your retirement account is the one holding the bag on all of it. And most people will never know what happened. They will just see Elon Musk became a trillionaire.